Hello and welcome to another update on the Tigard real estate market. I'm Steve Thoele. I'm a principal broker with Premier Property Group. And this update is going to cover the last 8 weeks of market activity ending this past Sunday, March 17th. So let me share my screen with you now and let's go through the info here together. So first off, looking at active listing activity. This last week I showed we had 31 new properties come on the market in Tigard. That is down just a little bit from the prior 2 weeks where we had, 33 and 34 respectively. So it's been pretty active here over the past 3 weeks of new inventory coming on the market. And red bars is total number of active listings. You can kind of see we hit a low of 147 here about 6 weeks back, and then it has been rising from there. It's been rising nicely here over the past 3 weeks. Got up to 182 homes on the market. As of this last week in Tigard, the median list price and days on market for those active listings, prices have moved around a whole lot, particularly here as of late, but you had a high of 740 here to begin with. And you can kind of see over the past 3 weeks, we've been kind of in the 715, 720 range. So this last week came in at 718,000 for the median price in Tigard. Days on market has come down from where we were. We were at about around 60 days of average market time to begin with. As you can kind of see, got down to a low of 39 3 weeks back. And the past couple of weeks have been closer to about 45. So just about a month and a half of average market time currently for the most recent homes that have been put on the market on average. And moving along to pending sales. So as of the time I put that together, I showed last week we had 24 homes go pending. And you can kind of see it's been pretty steady here over the past 2 or 3 weeks now. Total number of pendings, you can kind of see, has been on the rise. I had a low of 93 homes in pending status 8 weeks back, and you can kind of see it's grown from there. We got up to a high over the past 8 weeks at 122 homes pending. So definitely been seeing an increase in activity. Median price and days on market for those pendings. Prices, you can see, have certainly been coming down. We had a high of 660 here earlier in the period, 6-7 weeks ago, and that's dropped clear back to 600,000 as of this last week. And then days on market. You can see my graph's a little messed up here, but we had started off at 57, got up to a high of 84 days on market here 3 weeks back, and then this last week should be showing 33, but I didn't adjust things. So anyway, dropped quite a bit. So we're at about 33 days of average market time right now in Tigard for these most recent pendings. Last thing we'll look at is sold listing activity. So as of the time I put all this together, show we had about 19 properties crossover from pending to sold this last week in Tigard. That's kind of where it's been. You can kind of see on a week by week basis, up from 13 the week prior. And then when I look back over the prior 4 weeks of closings on a week by week basis, that's definitely kind of been on the rise. You can kind of see we had 44 homes over the prior 4 weeks, 8 weeks back, and it's just steadily climbed from there, hitting a high of 80 here 2 weeks ago, and almost got that level this week at 79 over the prior 4 weeks. The median price and days on market for the solds, that's been rising in terms of price. 530 was the low. 645 was the high here 3 weeks back, and it's held pretty steady from there. 641 was the reading as of this last week. And then days on market for solds, you can see we had a high of 63. And it's kind of dropped from there, decreased from there, hitting a low this last week at 45 days of average market time for the most recent 79 sales. And then weeks of inventory and the sale price is kind of the original list price. So red bars, that weeks of inventory, which is great measurement of relative supply and demand in the market. So we started off 8 weeks back at about 15 weeks of inventory. And you can kind of see that's definitely kind of dropped from there. Most recent number is just about 9 weeks of inventory. Based upon the current level of supply and what is most recently sold. So a little over 2 months worth of inventory. And then prices, you can kind of see prices have been getting a little stronger here. So we had a low of about 96% of original asking price is what sellers were getting. And you can kind of see we're now up to almost 98% of original list price. So, all in all, kind of still a very strong, or, it's transitioned, I should say, into, again, a pretty strong seller's market, kind of coming out of winter, just based upon, limited supply and, interest rate challenges. So, which we'll kind of touch on here to finish up. So, this Mortgage News Daily, it's a website I use to kind of keep track of what's happening with rates. And you can, see again, kind of looking back at the high of a little over 8% rates here in kind of late November. And then, kind of falling like a rock over the next, few months down to, kind of around 6.6% or so, kind of coming into this year. And then, unfortunately, we've kind of trended back up here since the beginning of the year, got back up above 7. And then early part of this month, first week of March, we did dip back down into the 6s, but unfortunately, it was pretty short-lived. This last week, we had a couple pretty hot inflation reports that came out, and really kind of poured a lot of cold water on the bond market, which is essentially what sets interest rates, mortgage rates, and we got kind of back up into the 7s for a 30-year fixed rate mortgage for kind of a prime borrower. So not what we want to see, but it's what we've got nonetheless. So anyway, that is the update for this week. Hope it was helpful for you. As always, if I can answer questions or be of any help, please don't hesitate to reach out. My phone and email address are down below these videos in the description. So feel free to reach out, and happy to connect with you. And as always, really appreciate any feedback on these videos, comments, likes, shares. They're all really appreciated. If you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, YouTube channel, please hit that red subscribe button before you leave and stay up to date on what's happening in your local real estate market. So hope you have a great day and week ahead. Enjoy these beautiful days that we've been having. Hope you had a great St. Patrick's Day weekend, and we will see you on the next update.